Guten Tag and welcome back. So earlier today we did get news that the new Halloween update is going to be coming to DML next week, which does mean that the events related to Halloween will probably be coming in the couple of weeks after that. But we will be going through this new update stuff because it was shown to us with this teaser image. There is going to be a new pay-to-win only island. There's going to be a haunted habitat, obviously the Halloween event, whatever that might be. And we've also got arena interface changes and some bug fixes. So not really a whole lot, but we will go through all of this because they said it wouldn't be October if we didn't bring you something spooky to enjoy. And so a new spooky event added in this update will be all the necessary files, features, and of course new dragons that will be available in our Halloween-esque event starting later this month. Halloween-esque, making me think that might be an ancient event, but we'll see. Haunted habitat. Fans of unique habitats no doubt want a place to keep the spookiest dragons in their collection. Molten Island. A new premium island is coming to Dragonlandia with space for up to 24 additional habitats. Again, it's premium. Pay only. Arena interface tweaks. We've also made some slight improvements to the menus and interface within the new arena, making it easier to follow and use. Doesn't fix anything. General fixes. This is on top of the usual round of bug fixes and general improvements. For a full rundown, check it out on the Discord server, and we get this auto-posted into our server. So if you did want any more sort of details regarding this, there is a little bit more detail thrown into this. Except the new spooky event, they don't really tell us anything apart from it's going to be later this month. Haunted habitat is Halloween themed. Molten Island, it does say a premium island to house the people that need 800 plus spaces for their dragons. So the Molten Island will be available to purchase immediately after updating and will have space for 24 new habitats. On top of this, you'll also get 300 gems, free and automatic removal of the island's obstacles, 18 new decorations, and 5 premium sigil chests. So they've never included premium sigil chests before, so this is even more pay to win than it ever was. Fantastic. And then tweaks to the arena interface. While not an essential change to many of you, we've also reworked some of the arena menus and interfaces to make it easier to use and understand. You'll notice some slight differences to improve the information, but otherwise everything will function as it did before, which is exactly what I didn't want to hear. Thank you for not changing anything, Gameloft. And then we've got some bug fixes. Mainly, one big one is that the metal skill has finally been fixed because it's been broken for months. We've got a Fountain of Youth background that doesn't display correctly. Sigil of Rebirth doesn't revive a dragon in the dungeon when defeating it with Dragon Fury. Reduce the body size of the full dragon. And just a lot of random stuff that doesn't really affect anything. But the main thing that I'm annoyed about with this is I'm sure a lot of us have been waiting for a new island for a while because, you know, at the moment I'm sure most of the free-to-play guys are just trying to make way with the dungeon islands, which, to be fair, take a while to unlock. But my biggest issue here is that it's basically just given us the update files for the Halloween event. But then aside from that, they've given another premium-only island, which means pay-only island. And at the same time, they haven't actually fixed any problems that have been present in the arena for months. Because just think, we got the arena changes now. It'll be 4 months in, I think it's 3 or 4 days, is when the new enchanted arena came into effect. And since then, basically for 4 solid months, anyone that doesn't have max level dragons just doesn't get enchantment materials really anymore. It's been like that for 4 months, and they're still not doing anything about it. So I mentioned it, I think it was yesterday or maybe a couple of days before, that I've been getting a lot of questions from people saying, hey Quacks, when are we actually going to be able to get materials in the arena? And unfortunately, it seems like the answer is never. Because it seems like either they do not care, or it's certainly not a priority for them. Like, at all. So, while we're sitting here waiting for them to even just increase the drop rates in the arena, which would be such a simple fix, just for now, until they figure out all of the balancing issues. If they just increase the drop rates, especially for the newer players, that would fix, like, most of the problem. And what difference do they actually need to do that? They don't actually have to change anything about how the arena works. All that they need to do is double the drop rates. And even then, it still wouldn't be enough. Even if you double the amount of materials that drop and trinkets, it will still take months for a newer player to get even a single dragon to, like, 8 stars. Months. It will take months, even for a single dragon. This isn't taking into account the fact that we've now got 12 stars, and you'll need to do it for at least 3 dragons. So, all things considered, I have no idea, outside of them just being money-hungry whores, why they haven't increased the drop rates yet. It is such a simple fix. Genuinely, the arena is boring, I don't like it, I'd rather not have to do it, but if you just give more incentive to actually do the arena, and actually give more reward for it, players wouldn't be so discouraged. I don't understand why this hasn't been fixed, unless they think that literally ruining the entire enchanting experience for players is worth it, just for some extra cash. And I don't even know how much extra that actually gives them, because I know lots of players that just do not do the arena at all anymore, because they just hate it. But, you know, I could complain about this. I'm probably going to go on a massive rant if they don't fix it sometime soon, because 4 months, inexcusable at this point. Utterly, utterly inexcusable. Just, this is a vital gameplay mechanic. And especially considering that the way that you can upgrade habitats is by having materials, it's even more important that we have enough to both enchant dragons and upgrade habitats. Especially when the only islands they're bringing out are premium only. I could go on and on about how stupid of a set of decisions this is, but one benefit of right now is the fact that we do have an enchanted frenzy. So if you do have any enchantment tickets to use, you should use them now, because again, trinket frenzy, super important that you take advantage of these, especially considering how few drops we're actually getting from the enchanted arena. Like, look at that. Look at all of those trinkets. That's delicious. It's absolutely delicious seeing that many trinkets. And even this is going to be absolutely nowhere near enough for me to do literally anything with them. And this is even when I'm taking advantage of Trinket Frenzy. Obviously I haven't saved up that many tickets, but 40,000 trinkets is like a 50th of what I'm gonna need. Not even joking, it's like, okay, maybe a 20th of what I actually need, but oh well. Oh well, it is what it is, I suppose. We continue on with our DML quest, but I'm getting steadily more and more annoyed on behalf of newer players, because, you know, I can take on the highest level dragons in the game, and I'm struggling to get enough enchantment materials. So what about every player out there that doesn't have max level dragons or close to it that can beat the max level dragons? Oh god. This is a no bueno. I knew that there was going to be a fight like this somewhere. Maybe I should just leave that pathway, because I didn't actually really spend much on it. I should have checked this before I went on to level 6, really. But there are some fights that I'm not able to do on level 6, which is the reason why it's going to be cheaper for me to go around rather than skipping, because skipping is 3,200. But just these plant and shadow only, I would have been fine back in the good old Andy days, but no, not anymore. Rest him rip to plant and shadow, dude. But no, I just can see so much potential in DML. So much potential for DML to be an actually good game. And it just they try and bring out new events and new things and change things, and they just make it worse usually. And it's just really, really demoralizing. I think that's the only way I can really describe it. It's like, it's not news to me at this point, and I'm usually expecting the worst out of every new update that comes out, but surely it shouldn't be like that. Like, genuinely, I expect to get screwed over at least in one way every single time we get a new feature added. Sacred apples, they're just horrible. Especially since we've got 50% of them that are going to be locked behind pay only. Premium only islands doesn't help me whatsoever. Because I'm more than fine, like that Halloween habitat, maybe I'll buy that. Because I'm all for skins and, say, purchasable things that don't actually change the gameplay. But when you lock behind your island space, which for players that, say, have been playing since day one, and maybe they're mostly or close to free-to-play, let's say, like maybe they make some small purchases, maybe a dolphin level. A dolphin as in, you know, we call people whales that spend a lot of money, and then you've got different tiers like dolphins and things like that if you've ever delved into the like microtransaction lingo before. Maybe if they're like a dolphin and they've been playing for long enough, I can imagine quite a few people that are going to be forced to buy that new island if they actually want to, you know, hatch their dragons. And I don't think that's okay at this point. Because very, very soon, I can see most dolphins that have been playing a while running out of space. And then that's including the dungeon island, full clearing that, upgrading every single habitat as far as they can, while still trying to at least have some remaining for a singular team member to enchant. It's just getting too much. And, like, there's some players that have been playing this new arena, even in the highest tier, since it was released, and they don't even have 100 materials for a single dragon yet. And is that okay? Is that supposed to be okay when we got an enchantment increase up to 12 stars? Is that really okay? It's clear that it was the entire reason for that new enchanted arena wasn't actually to reduce the amount of time people had to spend in game. It was purely a monetary one. It wasn't to feel better for anyone. It wasn't to improve the game. It wasn't to improve the mechanics. It was purely a money-grabbing decision, which I think was pretty obvious anyway. But still, people tried to defend it as if their reasoning was sound. And I think it's been proven at this point that no, it was clearly not a feel-good change, because people are just getting screwed over, still, to this very day, not being able to get enough enchantment materials. And apparently that's fine. Yeah, apparently that is fine. I don't think it's fine, but other people apparently think it's fine. But I guess I'll focus on True Blue for now, getting through level 6. You know, I've got another 4 days and 18 hours to go, so we should easily be able to clear this out, unless I get stuck on every single fight. I don't think I will. I think it's just a few. But I'll continue making my way through True Blue, trying not to think about this horrible, horrible arena anymore. And I just hope and pray that eventually they're going to pay attention and actually fix it. Again, they could double the rewards that we get in the arena, and it still wouldn't be enough. 100% they could double it. And swear down, they would still make money off of people opening chests, because it still would not be enough. That is how much of a problem the arena is. It is, like, unbelievable that people give this game a pass for things like that sometimes. But anyway, I did say I was going to stop ranting, and I continued anyway. We will have 2 new dragons to hatch come tomorrow. I just needed to go through this Halloween update stuff. So, you know, for now, I hope you're looking forward at least to the Halloween event, which may end up being a major event. with some big dragons in it. It might not. We'll have to see. I guess we'll probably find out within the next week and a half-ish, is my guesstimate. But, I guess look forward to the metal bug fix. I'm kind of looking forward to that, because that'll help in dungeon and such. But anyway, for now, I appreciate you being here. Let me know what you think. And until next time, I do hope to see you then.